Well, 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 well. It is good to be back on F1 for a change. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the return of Let's Make Verstappen World Champion. It has been a week since we last did this, and that is due to the fact that I was so embarrassed for our absolutely dismal performance right at the end in Baku, where we just went for a cheeky strategy, but it just really didn't work out for us. Anyway, we come to Austria. Red Bull's home track for the latest round, round 9 of the championship, I believe it is, as we're coming up to the halfway stage, and I've actually got halfway on the game before, which is actually the first time for us ever, I've got to say. So we're already into practice right now, so we are pumped and ready to roll for this round of the Verstappen series. And if you want to know the standings, it is in the description below. It's the second link, or you can ask the moderators to spam the command in the chat. And also, for the first time this series, you guys decide on who you want me to drive as in the second series of this series. So it's the first link in the description. It is between, I believe, if I remember the names, if I'm correct, Rob Kubica is definitely one. He'll be in the Williams when we do this challenge. Nico Hulkenberg in the Renault. His 2018 teammate Carlos Sainz. And Daniel Ricciardo, Verstappen's teammate, as we will do the first impossible thing I've never done in the series, is win the championship in the same team with 2 different drivers. So I'm leaving it up to you guys. And by the way, if Ricciardo gets picked, a shoey is most likely going to happen in the stream. So, you know, if you want to go for that man, you know what's going to come around for you. Anyway, we're going to do some practice before we kickstart this off. And I do want to apologise for the lack of F1 content. If I'm honest with you guys, I've just been a little bit down personally with the game and stuff like that. Just people just want to watch career mode, basically, not anything else. You can clearly see what the channel, well, most community people do these days. It's just spam load of career mode. That's the only thing decent on the channels that they do. I may do a... Well, wait for this to stop. Okay, Jeff's annoying me now already. Alright, shut up, Jeff. Oh, for God's sake. Jeff's annoying me already. It's already annoying me already. Anyway, in the meantime, of course, the traditional way of streaming this series is we do a test. So we make sure everything is running smoothly like a baby's bum. And we'll start see how this one goes on there. If you want to subscribe, guys, I would highly recommend you do. And we may be back with this tomorrow, potentially, for another race. And it's at Silverstone, my home track. Just making sure the brakes work, everything's okay. Let's go, go, go. Off we pop. And away we drive for another round on home patch for Verstappen. So hopefully we can bring him home today. So what we're going to do is do about 10 minutes of practice, and then we'll jump into qualifying, which has returned to the short qualifying due to the basis of I haven't got any time tonight. So I do apologise to anyone in here. You should root for this team. Roots for Red Bull. Red Bull's awesome. Good team. So Austria track looks pretty easy. Looking at around about the 1:07s, I think, in qualifying. So let's just see how we got on there. A track that I'm very strong at as well. So hopefully... Ooh, a little bit of snap there. So I've not played this game actually in exactly a week. So I'm maybe a little bit rusty. So that's why we're jumping into practice sessions and, you know, getting a little feel for the car first. And see how we got on there. And plus it gives people a chance to come back and be like, oh, Ryan's streaming again, F1. What a surprise. Nope, I'm not getting a new mic. It's a new mic, so... I'm sorry, it's staying put, so... It's a gaming headset, so... It's good actually for iRacing, I tell you that. It's very good for sound. Oh, hello, boss. Would be joining yous in the Neo session, but obviously I'm not racing it because I'm doing Blompon this week. Oh, hello Frozen, good to see you over on Twitch. Lovely jubbly to see you. But please make sure, guys, to share the stream out as well. It'd be great if you could do that. YouTube's been playing up a little bit with the sub boxes, so I'd really appreciate if you could share this out. Of course, I know Rob's on the case on Twitter, so for the Radicals team, so appreciate that. So a little bit of warm-up. We do go fastest, but of course we're just taking it easy to start with. So it's a decent start for us. I'm still learning. This mic's very sensitive, so if I am a little bit loud, I do apologise, but oh, thank. Good to hear, Rob. It's good to hear streaming's all good. But I will be got a busy week coming up. Sunday will be the first official Radical stream, the first proper one for the team, as there's a new series coming to the channel. It will basically be a little series where I will do races, and I'm going to become a pro driver, a pro esports driver. So looking forward to that. That is starting on Sunday, and it'll be a weekly thing, hopefully. May feature some F1 cars down the line, you know. So let's actually go for a real fast lap, hopefully. Again, not been on this track yet, properly on the game, so I'm just learning as I go, so that's why I'm doing some practice, and gets all you lot coming in anyway, so. Also remember to vote in the description below for who you want me to drive in Series 2. You've got Ricciardo, you've got Kubica, you've got Sainz and Hulkenberg are your 4 drivers that you're voting for from now to the end of the season, and we're going to toss up the votes, and whichever one gets the most votes by Abu Dhabi, I will reveal in that race at the end of it. So there we go, we're now up 6 tenths per second. That was a poor line there, disappointing line. Pro gamer, haha, whatever, mate. Twan Plays has the worst comment of the stream so far. We still go fastest anyway. Bants. It will be back, the girlfriend challenge, but just a bit busy at the minute. We're both really busy, to be fair, with work, so it's just difficult to find time really to make the content. But it will be back. Don't know what yet though, what track we're doing next, or oh, that was a big lock up there. Christ almighty, that was a big lock up. I know. Oh, thanks, Nathan. Saw you cheeky times. I saw in Monza, so good luck to you as well with DWS. I think it is you're with. So good luck to you if you're in the Merc. I'm gonna guess from seeing your seeing you in a practice session a few days ago. Oh, that was a bit of a bottle there. Anyway, I think we're ready. I think. So I'm just going to park it up and we will head to qualifying. I feel confident. No idea what the weather is. That's what I love about these streams, because we could just go into the unknown and see how we get on there. But
quick look at the classification at the end of the session then.
Just seeing new tires more for Daytona. What do you mean Daytona? Do you mean the 24 hours of Daytona?
That concludes an interesting practice session. Let's hope for more excitement as the weekend unfolds.
It's not bad times, really. This is practice times. Just want to alliterate that. Yep. I know there's only 10 spots, so you've got to get in there, top 10. You know, it's going to be very difficult, but I feel the team we've got 2 teams taking it on Nathan. But you're going a bit early there with the 24 hours, mate, aren't you? Very early to be thinking about Daytona. That actually will maybe a video actually on the channel, potentially. We may be doing like a Fernando Alonso does Daytona challenge, like McLaren car, and you know, be great. No, you haven't, Scooter. We're just about to start qualifying, so we're doing well. Just heads up as well, if anyone subscribes, I don't think the lovely commands aren't going to work for you, because Street Numbers is down apparently from what I'm seeing, so it's a little bit annoying. But what can I say? Are you going to the 24 hours? Oh, where? Well, Steam. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, Rob. We will Steam the 24-hour race. Never do that. Bram, good to see you. Oh, Geordie's back. Hello, Geordie. Let's look at the weather for the first time then. It's going to be overcast. It's going to be dry for the race. Thank the Lord it's going to be dry. Right, let's go get some... let's go with Ultra Softs, actually. We'll start with the Ultra Softs. Ah, yes. If anyone's a long subscriber, you know what this track means. Someone in the chat's got it straight away, and it's a good one, I've got to say. If you guys don't remember, this track on 2016 was by far famous for this channel from now on. It'll be known as the D3D Grand Prix. You know what that means? Basically, on 2016, there was an issue with my graphics card that crashed the game. On this track, it took 6 attempts to finally get the full race distance in, which was quite hilarious. And it came up with a D3D driver error, so that's how it came about. And this track will now be known as the D3D Grand Prix in short. So, oh, of course, Jordy, you know. Anyway, let's go out then. Well, the first one's out on the track, I believe, so not bad for us. Oh yes, thanks Frozen. I hope to deliver for you today. It's an easier track and there's less places to crash, so hopefully we won't bottle it today, but you never know what could happen. It is cold weather. It's very cold out there, so I think the Ultra Softs will take a while to warm up. The temperature in the tyre won't be as, you know, high to start with, so it may take a few laps to get them up to speed. So maybe the weather, maybe the Super Softs could help us here. Maybe. We shall have to see. But if there are any mods in the chat, could you put a command in for the driver vote, please? I'd really appreciate it. But if you haven't voted yet, it's in the description if you want to vote. So this could affect times as well, lap times. So we'll see how this goes. But no idea what times are going to be like around here. So we're literally going into the unknown with this track. So Hulkenberg 1 minute 9. So that's somewhere where we were. So it's not too bad. Timmy, hello. Vettel plops in with 1 minute 8. And we're already 2 attempts up, but this is the sector we're going to lose all our time in, I feel. Of course, as well, the AI will pick up their pace as we go along, so... And traffic as well is going to be a problem here, as it's a very short lap here in Austria. Kimi pops in with a 1.77, so it's not a bad time, actually, to be fair. Oh, it's running a little bit wide over the sausage curb. Was matching Kimi there, but I feel we're going to lose time here in these last 2 corners, but we'll see how we get on. So we just lost a tiny bit of time. Oh, we ran. Oh, that's not a good line. That's a disgusting line, Ryan. Very disgusting. Taking a little bit cautious through the final corner. Get the DRS open. Is it going to be anywhere near? Oh, it's only a 10th off, but it's not too bad. So it's not too bad, but we haven't seen Hamilton yet. We're not seeing my teammate come out yet, so we'll see how we got on there. But we did lose time there, but let's take it back to the pits. But it's not a bad lap, though, to be fair. It is cold weather, remember, so the AI will hopefully get their Ultra Softs up to temperature. So it's an issue I have with this game that I struggle with, is the fact that in these sort of conditions, the Ultra Softs take longer to get up to temperature and not at its optimal range of grip. And, you know, I just struggle with the Ultras around here in these sort of conditions. So we'll have to see how it goes on, but I tell you what, I doubt, for strategy-wise, we could play it very strategically and start on these tyres and go for a 1-stop, or we do an aggressive 2-stop, but I'm going to let you guys vote right now. So, do you think it's wise staying on this tyre, retire from the session on 1 lap, knowing that the AI will pick up their pace a little bit, or, so we may drop a few positions, or we go back out and just get pole position? Let me know in the chat right now. You guys will vote right now. Do you want to see me doing another lap, or do you want me to do just go straight into it? So you guys have a say. Do you want me to go back out again? Casey, you're probably lagging, mate, so I would highly recommend refreshing your stream. And my phone doesn't work, so my phone's not my phone. Yep, I think your phone's froze, so I'd highly recommend checking that out. Let's have a look then. 1-stop, pole, super softs, pole. Ah, okay, here we go. Right, I think I can get Streamlabs working, so go for pole. You should defo 4-stop. Jeebus, please. Please. We don't want to do that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold it off. I'm going to hold it off for now. We've still got 5 minutes. I am going to get the Super Ultra Softs ready. I could go back out on Super Softs again. But yeah, you guys have a say. So you can see the difference, actually. It's not much. Only 4 tenths between the 2 tyres, which is quite a surprise, especially in these conditions. So it's not too bad, actually. That's actually quite a surprise, I've got to say. So, Rob says, out you go. Test it first. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm testing it. So you're going to see my name pop up. So, of course. So make sure if you haven't already, guys, hit that like button and subscribe as well. Go for 21st. Heal, please. Please. We don't want to start 21st, do we? Spud and Super Skills, welcome. Can Max win in Brazil? I think he can win in Brazil. I think the Red Bull looks pretty strong around there from last year. Apparently there's rain as well in the mix, apparently, from what I've heard. So things are going to get very spicy around there. So we'll see. Still second on the grid. It's hard. There we go. Hey, it works. Alex Agro, thanks for subscribing, mate. You're the first one to make sure it works. So, love a good game of Bade Ball. Max will lap everyone. That is very true, Nathan. That is very true as well. Go for pole on supers. No, that's a little bit bold. That is very bold. I think I'm going to stick with what we've got. I feel we've got enough pace. Hopefully the air have not improved. Yes, they've not improved, lads, but they have got closer. So, we're just going to get straight into the race. We got second, which is very crucial for us, so we'll see how we get on anyway. So I have to skip this, and I have to skip that. Okay, there we go then. Here's the grid then for this latest round of the challenge then, driving as Max Verstappen, but Kimi gets pole. I think it's his first pole, I think, since Australia, I believe. I could be wrong, but... Oh, Grosjean's 10th. Grosjean. Yes, I got a little bit of a cold, to be fair, Bram, so yeah. Hey.
And now it's time to head down to the track.
Anyway, let's go to the track, let's go to the grid, let's look at the strategy. Oh, wow, look at that. That's interesting. That's interesting. 2 stops is apparently only 9 tenths slower than a 2-stop. I don't know. We're gonna go for a 2-stop because it was only 9 tenths slower than a 1-stop. That's a little bit bananas, but setup's on your screen anyway, so you can see right there. But we are going to do that strategy of the 2 ultra softs and then the super softs. Well, we're starting the super softs anyway, but the target, guys, for this video, considering we've been away for a week, we're going to go for 100 likes on this. If we smash that, guys, I will do Silverstone tomorrow. It may be earlier at 6 o'clock because of it, but I can confirm that we will be doing... Let's see how Jimmy's Jeff drives. Yep, Cristiano. Jimmy's Jeff's here. Anyway, let's go to the race. Let's go to the grid. And we're doing a 2-stop because it's only 9 temps. So, there we go.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
Nigel, it's not going to be. It's just because of me not streaming. I'm supposed to be doing it every day, but unlikely now. But instead, I've got a giveaway lined up at the end of the month. So I'm going to do a giveaway instead. So also in January as well, when it's my birthday, actually, January. That will be a charity. I'm going to do a week charity stream or something like that in aid of a charity. So... Anyway, here we go then. So, Austrian Grand Prix then. Home turf for Red Bull. Starting second on the grid here. On the super soft tyres, actually. So, we're only a tenth and a half off Kimi, but it was in different weather. And this weather should help the guys on the ultra softs a little bit more easier. And the tyres will be up to temperature. They could really go for the corners. Whilst we're going to take a little bit of time. A tiny bit of time to build these up. But it is going to be... interesting, this race. But remember, 100 likes if you want to see Silverstone tomorrow. And make sure you are liking the channel, you subscribe as well. And if you follow me on Twitch as well, make sure you follow as well. So, here we go then. Would you recommend a force feedback wheel? Yes. Unless you do, if you're doing multiple games, then yes. If you're just doing it for F1, it's up to you. But I personally think force feedback is what you want on there. Here we go then. Hopefully we won't bottle it like we did in Baku last time out. So, if you just joined as well, link in the description if you want to vote for next season. Next season's driver. I'll go through the drivers when we've done the first lap, because I'm going to focus on this first lap to not bottle it. But here we go then. For round 9 of Verstappen World Champion Series, we are away. And you can just see the difference in the grip levels of the super soft tyres compared to the ultra softs. But we've got the inside on Valtteri Bottas. He's going to have to give him a little bit of space, though. It's going to be a drag race, and we're just about ahead of him there. But he's going to come back on us, though, unfortunately, Valtteri. So, the priority is to keep up with Kimi Räikkönen for now, and then just absolutely go guns blazing on the ultra softs. So, let's see how we get on anyway. So, it's a decent start, but we'll take it as we go here in Austria. So a little bit wide, dirty air having a little bit of an effect on us already, but we are running a little bit high wings around here, which is actually ideal. I'd normally run about 4 free wings, but we're running 5-6 wings here. I think it's 6-5 or 5-6, I can't remember, but just because of the dirty air, that's going to be a bit of a problem for us. But you can see there's a little bit of a gap emerging already from the top 4, which is actually quite surprising, actually. So, but as long as we keep with Kimi, then I'm going to be very happy. Still got another 35 laps to go, so it's a long one, this one, to be fair. As long as we take it a little bit cautious, we should be fine. We should be fine. Anyway, closing in on... Well, we're starting to lose a little bit of time to Kimi, but of course, ultra softs will play a factor in this. A little bit of oversteer, but got that correct. Yes, it is, Leon. It's one of my strongest tracks on the calendar. This one and Silverstone are my 2 favourite tracks to drive on. 2 tracks I'm very competitive on, and should be intriguing, this race, if we can put it off. So, of course, as well. So, if you want to sponsor the channel and be a part of the sponsor club, or whatever it's going to be called, where you will get first privileges of getting into my open lobbies, because we are doing a massive relaunch of Race with the Subs, which will be on during the week, actually. So, try to give you a bit of a heads up there. So, And you get use of custom emojis as well that some of the sponsors already can just very nicely provide spamming in the chat. I actually give permission to the sponsors to spam away what emojis we've got on offer if you want to be a part of that. A little bit of oversteer, but we're now into DRS range on Kimi. As we're going to get ever closer to Kimi, but I don't think we're going to get the job done, unfortunately, so we have to stay behind him, but it's getting a little bit of dirty air there. It's pushing us a little bit wide. You want a sat-nav? Of course I want a sat-nav, you know. Of course I want one, Rob, you know. It'd be great to have a sat-nav for Monza for Saturday, and well, for Sunday. Yes, I do race on Xbox. Logan, thanks for subscribing. Do appreciate Ben. Good to see you in the chat, Ben Clark. For the time being, just going to take it easy here. No real rush. As long as we keep up the pace with Kimi Räikkönen, we did get the fastest lap with a little bit of aid of DRS and the slipstream to help us. So we'll have to wait and see if this strategy is going to work. I think we'll have to see how long the tyres last, though. That's the big one. Can these Ultra Softs go as long as expected is the million-dollar question. So we'll have to wait and see what will transpire. Someone can just type. You were only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. I can't remember where that was. When was that? Like, I can't remember. What stream was that in? Savage, thanks for subscribing. Welcome. Oh, dear, dear, dear. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. That was very bad there, Ryan. Very, very bad. Tyres are fine. That's all that matters at the minute. Roberto, thanks for subscribing as well. Welcome. Keep Räikkönen. Pass him. Christian Horner. Of course. Rob is basically my Christian Horner on iRacing. HMY, good to see you on the Twitch side. Welcome. Either Kimi's got a problem or he's very slow. Struggling, because me and Bottas are right on the back of him. This could be the lead, actually. We've got a good run here. We're going to go around the outside of Kimi here. A little bit bold, but we're going to try anyway. Take a little bit of the board off there, but we've got to give him space, because they can be a little bit feisty, the AI, on this circuit from testing. So when I was doing a little cheeky free lap around here, they were a little bit aggressive in that corner, so I had to be very vigilant. And I'm going to be a little bit more cautious now throughout the series now. As a lot of you know, I like to push myself to the limit, of course, and of course, when you go over the limit, you bottle it. So I'm not going to be as aggressive as I would like to be. So as long as we can just keep up with Kimi, we should be fine. I don't know who that was, but thanks for subscribing anyway. Kimi was going to go to that inside line and defend it, but it's going to give him a little bit of a poor exit there, which is right. But we've got a good run here on Kimi. We're going to try and go around the outside up to turn 2 or turn 3 or whatever it is. We're going to go round the outside. We're going to give him the space, but he has the inside line, and unfortunately he holds on for now. Nearly went into the back of him though. We've got to be careful because I've put sim damage on, so got to be very wide as he's going to try and squeeze me there. Kimi Räikkönen, but we have to be held up to dry on the outside. Unfortunately, Kimi's got it done again, so fair play to Kimi. Kimi's AI is doing a pretty good job today. But we've got Valtteri all over the back of us, and he's going to be joined actually by... who's that behind him? It's his teammate Lewis Hamilton's also in the mix. So that's all I needed. Lewis Hamilton right behind us, but gotta say fair play. Bottas is going to go for a cheeky move. And we had to avoid that one, unfortunately, because there would have been a bit of contact. So I definitely got out of the way of that one. Didn't want any form of incident, but you know what that means now. We're just going to have to go for it now. We're in Lee mix to save tyre wear and also fuel as well for the middle stint, when I think some of these guys may do soft tyres. I think they'll go and potentially try a one-stop. But we're going to do a little bit of a dive bomb here if we can on Bottas. Brake very late on the brakes and try and squeeze him out like Kimi did, but we're back up to second, so it didn't last long, did it? Kimi's giving you a harsh time. Yep, he is giving me a bit of a harsh time, but to be fair to Kimi, he's doing very well. He's defending very nicely, I've got to say, so... Dive bomb. Also, if you just joined, in the description below is a link. The first link you see is regarding Series 2 of this series. The drivers in mind are as follows from top to bottom. Is Robert Kubica in the Williams, which of course has been heavily rumoured and most likely will get a seat there. I really hope he does, actually. Then we've got the two Renaults for 2018. We've got Nico Hülkenberg and Carlos Sainz. And then we have Daniel Ricciardo, of course, Max Verstappen's teammate, as we're going to try and go around the outside of Raikkonen up towards turn 1. I forgot to put the DRS on there. What an absolute numpty I am there. As Kimi, I think Kimi cut the corner there. Surely Kimi cut the corner. As we're going to try and go around the outside now, and I think definitely now their tyres are starting to go off as we get past him very easily there, Kimi Raikkonen. Bottas as well goes around the outside and he moves up now to P2. They're going side by side and Bottas up to second. Raikkonen's bottled it. Drops from first to third. Oh dear. Yes, he is coming back to Formula 1. He will come back. But if he doesn't, I'm going to do it as a fantasy thing. I personally think he should be in, so... That's my theory. I think Robert Kubica should be back in F1 personally. I think he's a great asset. And it would be a great story. But all we can do now is just try and pull away here. Of course, now we've got a Mercedes behind us, so you know what that means. So we're going to be a little bit of pressure, under pressure here from the Mercedes right now. As here he comes then, here comes Bottas, he's going to go down the inside of us into turn 1. We're going to try and hold it around the outside if we can. Bottas just squeezes off a little bit there, but it's a drag race now up the hill towards turn 2. And this is going to be a little bit awkward. If we can hold it here, we're going to stay to the left as much as possible. Feel like we could be seeing a Nico Rosberg, Lewis Hamilton moment here. We've got to give him the space there. Oh, a little bit of back end there, but we just about avoid Bottas. Just about, but unfortunately, he's going to get the job done on us, sadly. As we're going to have to try and get him past again. We're going to go for a dive bomb, Max Verstappen style, into turn 4. A little bit of a drift as well, but we actually got the move done. What a move that is. What a move. Little drift as well. That's a top 5 overtake that you will ever see on this game. What a move that was on Bottas to regain the lead of the race. But it's actually bringing, as you can see behind, a whole bunch of cars are coming back into the fight now. You can just see someone in the background there is getting very close to this train. So nothing to worry about for now, but they're still staying out, which is good news for me. Charles Leclerc's not coming back, unfortunately. Only because it really didn't get the response, really. And I feel Verstappen's a better one to do so. So Leclerc's gone, but it was good to do to start with. But in the F1 community, you've got to pick something that will bring the viewers in, and I think Max Verstappen definitely will bring the viewers in. So, well, if we don't win the championship, we're doing it again. Like we did with this on 2016, where we did the biggest bottle job ever in Brazil to basically cost us a chance of going into the last round with a chance of winning the title. So I made a vow on that stream to bring this back, and we're bringing it back earlier than expected. Kamui Kobayashi is a good driver, to be fair. Matsushita is a good driver as well in Hamilton in the bin. But I think they're now starting to struggle with their ultra softs as Bottas and Hamilton squabbling away now. As actually one of them is entered the pit lane. So as Hamilton's in the pits, I think. It is indeed Hamilton's in. So it seems they can only go 10 laps on their tyres, which is actually quite a surprise. So we can get to around about lap 16. We're in for a good shout, I've got to say. Kobayashi, I doubt he's going to go, to be fair. He's tied up with Toyota, isn't he, for WEC. So, of course, if that actually says, Mister, thanks for subscribing as well. Bring back the 2005. Well, I may be bringing it back, but you have to wait and see. But maybe doing something. Do Nick de Vries. Maybe. It will have to be in the McLaren, and I don't really want to drive the McLaren at the minute because it is disgusting on this game. I wouldn't even do well on 110 AI, let's be honest. For me to do that series, I'll have to do it in the normal career mode for that to work. But at the minute, not doing too bad, to be fair.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the ultra softs.
It will depend really. I am going to put a fixed schedule up, so you guys will know from future streams what I'm going to be doing and when I'm going to be doing it. So I am going to put an official stream schedule up for every week, and it's going to be fixed as it is. So we shall see. Not a good line there, Ryan. Not a good line. But also, guys, make sure, if you haven't already, to check the links in the description below. Obviously, if you're new to the series and want to know what the standings are, then there's a spreadsheet there, which has been very kindly done by my moderators. So thank you very much to all that. So I think Kubica or De Resta for 2018. I personally think it's the same. Kvyat's got no chance. Verdun's got a slim chance, but it's between them three, really. Another driver that got into the mix as well, apparently, was Felix Rosenqvist was another driver that got some cheeky rumours on, and I really rate Felix Rosenqvist. Oh my god, that was a little bit. Yes, a schedule. And I'm actually going to keep up, I'm actually going to follow the schedule as well. As Lewis Hamilton plops in with the fastest lap. So obviously that is a little bit of encouraging. Nah, it's going to be we want a Stroll career. Not happening. That is not happening. I'm not going to lie. Oh, a little bit of a cheeky lock-up there, but... Exactly. If Kubica can drive the car, then I'm pretty sure... Apparently, it was he had some very successful tests at Budapest and Silverstone, so that obviously gives us a little bit of thing. As Hulkenberg is out the Grand Prix, don't be a safety car now. Just an awkward situation for me, but we're going to carry on anyway. Still too early to pit. Almost a bottle. Nah. Danny Rickson. So I think now the leaders are in the pits, I believe. Or has Kimi stayed out? Kimi stayed out again, which gives me the clearest indication that Kimi's going for a one-stop, surely. He has to be doing a one-stop there. So this will be Hulkenberg. There he is, just parked on the left-hand side. Who could we be driving for, actually, next season? So, in the next series. And that will be in career mode, in the career mode settings, because there's no way in hell we can win in a Renault in Grand Prix mode with 110 AI. There's just no way. So, if it's Red Bull or if it's Daniel Ricciardo, it will be in this concept in the championship season. But we'll see how that goes, but... we shall see anyway. Anyway, Verstappen is cooler. Yeah, he's cool. I like Verstappen. I rate him. Luckily, no safety car, so obviously that's great news for us. But we'll be pitting in the next 2 laps as Hamilton again, fastest lap of the race for him.
Okay, distance to teammate 22.9 seconds.
So both Mercedes are on ultra soft, so which that clearly indicates they are going to go on this tyre at the end of the race. So we're seeing them coming in around about lap 21, 22, potentially. Oh, a little bit of oversteer. Oh, that was blimey, that was close, I tell you. Top 3 Brazilian Grand Prix. Oh, it's a tough one, that one. I can't say the order, but I'm going to probably say Vettel, Hamilton, Verstappen will be the top 3, but I don't know the order. Ready. We are starting to lose a little bit now on pace, so that just gives me the indication of pitting soon. Not yet. Yeah, that's a good point, Renault, to be fair.
Plus 1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target plus 1.
It's a very good point. As we've got a McLaren, it's Fernando Alonso. We're about to lap for the first time in this race. Just taking it smooth and slowly. We're slowly getting up to him. We've got one more lap and then we're pitting, so we're going to really go for it in the last 20 laps on 2 ultra soft tyres. Cherry and Palmer for 2018, please. Please. Just got to keep an eye on Hamilton's times, but we are going to be pitting this lap. Oh, and we've got some cheeky DRS as well. Good for us. And Alonso, there's a little bit of off-roading there, but we get past him. And 15 seconds away, Lewis Hamilton. So it's going to be very close, actually, in the pit stop department. Very close. I think Hamilton may get me, but of course, he's been running quite a long time on those ultra softs. So if he jumps us, I'm not particularly that concerned, because obviously he's going to be pitting again. Oh, that was a disgusting pit entry there. Oh dear. Anyway, in we must go. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Got to be cautious. So in we go. Get the Lee mix on. And can the boys give me a good pit stop?
Release, release.
2.5 exactly. Bang on the dot. Edgy, hello, welcome. And we have lost the lead.
Speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Taking a very cautious exit there. Approach, but we're down to third. But as you can see, Ricciardo on the soft tyre. What did I say? Danny Rick is going. That's the man we've got to be wary of now. My teammate in all of this could have a chance of winning this Grand Prix. But it's all good though. All good for strategy. If we can put away now from my teammate, we should be fine. Obviously, Bottas and Hamilton will be pitting very shortly for their final stop of the race. So they'll be going on to the super softs to the end of the race. We've got a 3-second gap to our teammate now, as he's now got a bit of pressure from behind. I don't know who it is, but he may lose 4th place as they're still staying out the Mercedes. Let's get the DRS applied. So we go on anyway. Get a lovely bit of slipstream there. Is using corner aimbot. Renault, please. Right on the back of him now. Definitely his rear tyres going off now. Valtteri's been on them for 10 laps nearly, as we're going to try and get a little bit of slipstream, side stream as well. We're going to try and get him on the outside, try and squeeze him on that inside. Oh, what a move that is. But of course, we've got more traction than him, and we've got the job done. And we're now up to 2nd place, and now we try to chase down his teammate, who's just up the road, as you can see. He's 3.5 seconds away, so we've got a lot of work to do now. But we've finally got him now, so we're ahead of Valtteri. Hamilton's still going though, so I think Hamilton was the first one to pit as well, which is actually quite a surprise. So Hamilton's doing a stellar job on those tyres. He's done 10 laps on them. So we've got the fastest lap of the race, but of course that is going to be true. As we're going to now start to burn a little bit of the fuel now, as we've been running about over 1 lap of fuel. So we have to start burning it. So you can see we've already got now a near 2-second gap to Bottas. So it just shows you the grip levels of fresh ultras to used ultras now. It's just showing right now. Oh, you went to Spa in Austria. That's pretty swell. I went to Silverstone this year, which was a very good experience. Second time ever going to a Grand Prix. It was a great experience, I will say. Rolling, thanks for subscribing. We're bringing it down a little bit, and you get another fastest lap of the race. Bringing it down to 1.7 now to our race leader. Alright, Frozen. Shame you can't watch the end, but oh well. A little bit of a tanky, but should be good. Let's see if we can close that gap down. Of course, I think these guys are going to be pitting around about now. So we may see Hamilton box this lap, and then we've just got to drive for our lives for 5 laps. As we know, Ricciardo's not going to be pitting again, so we've got to try and build a gap, because I think we may have to chase Ricciardo down at the end of the race. And even Kimi Räikkönen as well, if he's gone onto the soft tyres as well. But again, another fastest middle sector for us. We're starting to get a little bit more confident in the car now. We're burning a lot more fuel. As Hamilton is indeed pitting. So Hamilton in he goes. So we will take back the lead of the race. And now this is the crucial stage of our race. We've got to absolutely drive for our life right now. As we get another fastest lap of the race there for us. Was dropping the times down. We could be going into the 1:08 very shortly. There's a yellow flag out. I don't know what that's for, but it's kicked off behind. I don't know what's gone on. As Sebastian Vettel's out the Grand Prix. That's a bit of a shock that Seb is out of this race. So that's a big one, that one. It's on the pit straight as well. Could that be a safety car, I wonder? That's a question. Don't think it will be, though. Don't know how severe the crash was, or just blown an engine or whatnot, but that's a big one, that one. A little bit of a snap there, but that's a big shock, that one. Sebastian Vettel out of this Grand Prix. So who's this then? Is this Alonso? I'm pretty sure it's going to be a McLaren again. It is Fernando. Mr. Let me know I know what you're doing. So we're going to get a lovely bit of DRS down the straight. And Sebastian's car is here in turn 1. A little bit of a cheeky switch back on Fernando as we move ahead of him. And we get a legal warning there. That's the first time. But to be fair, it was in the yellow flag zone, so. But Alonso let me through, so that's a little bit weird. So that is true. Ricciardo and Räikkönen are both on a set of the soft tyre. So we will have to drive our hearts off in the last stint to win this race. Unless we can get these right to the end, which I severely doubt. So we've got 9 seconds. We're halfway to the target of what we need to get. But I'm starting to see a little bit of sign that we're losing a little bit of grip. Launch, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Oh my god, we've got a cluster of cars up ahead. Not what I wanted to be, but we've got to take it. Bye-bye, Vettel. See ya. Yep. Just got to keep pushing with purple again. Here we go. Oh, just a little bit of a little mini baby bottle there. Little baby bottle. As the gap is 10 seconds, so we've actually gained a little bit, even though we bottled the turn 2 or turn 3. As long as we can sort of nail this sector, then, and it doesn't drop to 10 point. Pulls, yes, but we will have to pit again. Starting to see a little bit of sign of, you know, tyre wear, so we'll have to pit again. But so we will have to chase down Ricciardo in the last few laps. But I'm probably going to pit early. Black, thanks for subscribing. Brood, thanks for subscribing as well. Welcome. As, these guys are getting blue flags, so according to the pits, but we've got Van Dorn and Ericsson now fighting away for 15th place, or 14th place, so these two have best get out of the way. Van Dorn being the very nice driver he is, he lets me through.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available. So the gap to our teammate is 10.3 seconds.
Again, that slipstream on Marcus Ericsson, get out of the way. Thank you. And I hope he gets overtaken by Van Dorn, because that would be quite funny. So we've only got nearly 10 laps to go in this race. We will be pitting next time by. Not this lap, next lap. We'll be pitting for Ultra Softs. We've got to take a gamble. We've got to pit early, try and get the deficit as high as possible. If we can get to around about 11, 12 seconds, then I feel a bit confident going into the last 10 laps of the race. So we need to gain at least a second a lap. Oh, we're up to 11.2. That's interesting. Let's give it everything we've got now. Very crucial this one. We get to about 12 seconds. Marcus, thanks for subscribing. Welcome. Very crucial this lap. Our in-lap's got to be absolutely spot on. Let's give it everything we've got. Danny, thanks for subscribing as well. Welcome. Gonna give it everything we've got now. Just absolutely go for it, guys. We're going to absolutely smash this now. Let's go for it. Of course, this is all unedited as well, so if we bottle it, we bottle it. So no flashbacks in the series. Should really have shown that actually at the start of the stream, but let's really attack now. Save some fuel as well on this stint as well, to make the pounce in the final stint of the race. But here we go then. Let's see if this strategy's going to work. So we're going to be going into the pits then for our final stop then of this Grand Prix, onto a set of Ultra Soft to the end of the race now. A fresh set of Ultras, I must add. So here we go then.
Complete, go now.
It's a good stop as well, 2.5 seconds again, so we will lose the lead, unfortunately, but we will be on the faster tyre for 10 laps, so we can really go for it. So give me some words of encouragement, guys, in the chat right now. Let's go for it now. And we're ahead of Valtteri Bottas, which is what I wanted to start with, so that's good. That's good. Hamilton's got past Kimi, so that's not what I wanted, but we'll see how we go on anyway. So we've got a guy on soft tyres, a guy on super soft tyres, a guy on soft tyres ahead of us. Let's just absolutely go guns blazing right now. Let's go for it, lads. The big one is, can we catch Ricciardo? That's going to be the million-dollar question. These two should be easy pickings for us, personally. Especially the Ferrari, who is on the soft tyre, but Hamilton's going to be a bit difficult. Obviously on the super soft tyre. And Hamilton's being held up, so that's going to help me close the gap. And it's Lance Stroll that held him up there, so thank you, Lance. done me a massive favour because she helped me get onto the right. We're going to try and go around the outside of Kimi going into turn 1. I'm going to try and do the switchback. That didn't really work, but he went wide and we take the position. So I think we got away with that one there, to be fair. But we got it done. Up to 3rd place. Next on the horizon is Lewis Hamilton. You can just see him up there. As we've got 9 laps to try and get past him and then chase down our teammate for the race win here. But I think Ricciardo's in traffic, which is going to help us close the gap. But then we've got to manage the tyres to the end of the race. That's going to be the very crucial part of this race, is the last 5 laps. It's all about managing the tyres to the end. We don't need a safety car. Don't worry, we don't need a safety car. As Kvyat is out the Grand Prix now, so they're all dropping like flies right now. Ooh, virtual safety car, okay. Okay, this is going to be interesting. We're not going to pit, considering we've only just pitted, so there's no point, but a VSC has popped out, so that's intriguing actually for strategy. Will anyone pit, I wonder? Nope, they're all staying out, which is quite a surprise actually. So we've got to stay in the green delta. You can see on the top right hand of your screen. If we go in the red, but when it goes green, we get a penalty. So I learned that mistake when I first played the game in Australia. So, oh, here we go. Let's go, go, go. We're racing again. And I think Ricciardo's been absolutely done by the traffic, I've got to say. Which will make our life a little bit easier, but that's a little bit harsh on our teammate, to be fair. To be stuck in all that traffic, but Hamilton's got to get past all those cars ahead of him. About 3 cars, I think, positions himself to Daniel Ricciardo. So I think once Danny Ric gets out of the traffic, he will be going like a madman right now. But Hamilton now at the back of that is actually Ricciardo. Ricciardo's only 1 position ahead of Hamilton. Oh dear, Lewis Hamilton fans. Your man's about to take the lead of the Grand Prix, I think, a legit 1st place. As the 2 McLarens are going side by side. Alonso versus Van Dorn. We're not going to fight them because it's just stupid. Alonso's made contact with his teammate. And we'll get past both of them there. So they're going to have a nice cheeky ding-dong battle. As I think Ericsson's going to let us through. Yep, he does. So we've got past the traffic. Now we've got to get past Hamilton. And then the next man up the road, as you can see, is Daniel Ricciardo. So we've got it all to do. We've got to get past Hamilton for the championship, especially. We're going to try and brake as late as possible here. Get a lot more earlier on the power. As you can see, a lot of grip there. Let's see how we go on anyway. We're closing him in. So we've got to get past him now, and then one, because our tyres will be a little bit worse off than Lewis Hamilton. So that's the problem we are going to have come near the end of the race. So we've got to get past him now, open the gap up, and then defend for our lives if our tyres go off badly. But we're going to get a beautiful run through that part of the lap, and we're going to have a nice run here on Lewis. Don't think we're going to get him here, but we'll just hold off for now. We'll wait until the straight with the DRS to try and get a pass done into turn 1. We'll see how we go on anyways. We're going to get a lovely bit of slipstream. We're going to take the inside line. We'll get the fastest up of the Grand Prix. We're going to take 2nd place from Hamilton, and he's actually made contact with us there, Lewis. Lewis came in a little bit on us, but we get it done easily, so no damage though. And we now chase our teammate Daniel Ricciardo for the race win with 6 laps to go. And he's about 2.5 seconds away, so still time to go, but as I mentioned about the tyres, we've got to be thinking about that later in the race. I don't think Alonso is going to win the championship next season, but I would like to see them win at least a race next year. It'll be nice to see them, of course, win the championship again, but I think next year is going to be a very interesting year for McLaren. Of course, Renault engines, and they've got the car. They've got one of the best cars in the field, so it's not too bad for them. So we're going to go to standard mix, save a little bit of fuel. We're not going to damage the tyres now, so we're just going to hold on now. As long as we can build a little bit of a gap to Lewis, which we are doing, which is what we want. As it's what, nearly 2 seconds now. So Ricciardo's next. So all the sponsors, get your shoeies out. Get those shoeies out right now. So I will be watching the esports. If you guys didn't know, I actually commentated the qualifying rounds, which was actually quite one of my biggest achievements in on this. So it's great feeling that one to commentate those qualifiers. But I'm not going to be there for the finals, unfortunately, or wasn't at the semi-finals. I did get offered to go, but not to do anything, just be a spectator. Of course, I couldn't make it, so. Right, here we go then. Pressure's on now. We can't take our team out. We don't want to be doing a Turkey 2010 now, do we? On our teammate. We've got DRS. We've only got 4 laps to go. Oh, we've got a good run through turn 1. Daniel Ricciardo's tyres are going off a little bit. Shoei for 1-2. Nah. Yep. I did commentate the qualifying rounds. This could be our chance here on Ricciardo. He's got. Can't get it done. Bottas has got a problem, so I don't think we have to worry about one of the Mercedes at least. But we've got to be very cautious here. We could try and get a 1-2 for Red Bull, but it's going to be difficult. If we get a sponsor, I'll do a shoey. There you go, there's a rule for you. If we get a sponsor, each sponsor is a shoey from now on. So there you go. That's the Ryan L83 guarantee for you right there. If we get a new sponsor, it'll be 1 shoey from now on. That's the new official one. So they'll be using. I don't know actually what they're using. That's a good question. I do not know, but for YouTube only, this one sponsors. The more sponsors we get, the more shoeys will happen. I think that's the promise now. Since we barely get any sponsors now. So there you go then. So, oh, a little bit of drift. We may have to dive bomb here. I think we've got a dive bomb. We have to use our excess fuel. We've got a good run of a car. We're going to go around the outside of our teammate going in to turn 4, I believe this is, or turn 3. A little bit of contact there. Ricciardo just tapped the rear, forced us into a mistake, and unfortunately we lost the lead there. We thought we had a great move there on our teammate, but this is going to be very intriguing last couple of laps here. Hamilton's right is in the radar. You can just see him behind, but we've got a good run here. Ricciardo's lost a little bit of grip. We're going to go side by side, but we're not going to take the gamble. We're just going to take it cautiously through the final corner with 2 laps to go here in Austria. This should be an easy move, this, going into turn 1, but I'm not going to take the risk. We're going to wait until the next corner where we get DRS as well, if we stay behind him before the DRS line, but this may work if the DRS... Can we get DRS? I think we've got DRS, but we're going to be side by side. It's like Rosberg Hamilton last year all over again. Going to hold it around the outside. What a move that is. Up to the lead of the race, and we've got DRS. Thank you very much. We'll take that gladly. Whew. Right, we're into the lead now. Now we've got to manage our tyres. Unfortunately, Hamilton's got past Ricciardo, which is not what I wanted. So the 1-2's out the question now, sadly. Go on, Danny. Go on. Oh, he's been overtaken. That's annoying. We've got to win this now. Let's push, push, push. We've got 1 more lap to go. If you don't know what a shoey is, then Google it. YouTube it. Right, last lap then. Look at the gap we've got. This is what we want. Nice cheeky gap. Got to manage the tyres and also manage the fuel as well. As you can see, we're just over. Just over. It's going to be exciting. But if you guys like this race, subscribe. Subscribe and like the video. And remember, a shoey equals a sponsor equals a shoey. So get all the sponsors, get your Danny Rick shoeys out. If you're not a sponsor, then unfortunately you won't have the privilege unless you do sponsor. Right, here we go then.
Right, some information on Hamilton. They have an issue with their car.
Ooh.
They're going to be slow.
As we've lost Massa, so Massa's out the Grand Prix. It's all kicking off now. Hamilton may be overtaken here. If it is the case, Hamilton does have a problem. Massa's parked it, he's given up. But what a race.
Green flag. Green flag.
What a race that was. Whew. We've done it, lads. Back to winning ways then at Austria. We win the Grand Prix. That's what we want, lads. We've done it. Finally win a race. It's been a while.
Yes, you've
We'll
done
take it.
Well done.
Whew. Oh, we've done it though. We finally won the race. Smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button for the win. That's what we want to see.
So another fantastic
Christian Horner's
victory for Red
delighted.
Bull today.
And my girlfriend's entered the room and she's delighted for me as well.
How exactly did they
She's
set
happy, but
themselves
there's the
up
winner.
for the pack today?
Well,
Is
I'd
us.
say it's just raw
With
pace,
Max,
but
and that's going to help us in the championship
you can see
massively.
that strategy all day,
Massively
overtaking,
help us
looking
close the gap to the top.
tired. But at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need
Happy that we actually won the race. That's the main one. Grosjean in 8th. Or in the words my girlfriend says, Grosjean.
And I can see now the drivers are making
So,
their way
there you
up.
go. There's
With
us.
Red Bull fighting
And
in
Danny
front.
Rick unfortunately got
Red Bull
P3. I
now
would have liked a
one.
1-2 for Red Bull, but
That's another winner's trophy heading back to Milton Keynes.
what can I say? We'll take it anyway, but champagne flies, and that is it for this Grand Prix. Remember to vote for Series 2 driver in the description or in the chat. The mods will post it as well. You've got that man on your right, Danny Ricciardo, a chance of being with him next year.
So then,
Next
it's
series.
time to see how this
We'll see.
result affects the
The
drivers'
rest I'll go
championship.
through in a
The lead
moment
at the top has
as we
come
hear from
down
Crofty.
after poor results for our points leader.
So we'll
And
see.
now I'd like to ask you, Anthony
Who's he
Davis,
gonna pick?
Who was your driver of the day?
Probably Carlos Sainz. You know, strong
Yeah,
pace,
we'll
good
take
work
that.
with the strategy, just a very complete drive, I think.
On to the constructors then. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their
Oh,
lead has
okay.
taken a significant blow. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
Should wear that. Anyway, here's the results. You know the top 3, so I won't go through them. But Bottas drops to 5th place. Kimi's 4th. Checo P6 and Ocon P7. Not bad for them. Grosjean or Grosjean in 8th. Sainz 9th. And Palmer gets 10th. And remember, Palmer's going to get replaced at some point in the series. So do get that with... sort of look like Jack Whitehall. I get that all the time. I get it all the time. What can I say? But that's going to wrap it up then. So... thank you very much for coming out, guys. Tomorrow is going to be Silverstone. I'm being nice. So, of course, that will be normal procedures, actually. I think it's going to be at 6 o'clock UK time, so a little bit of a heads up for all you guys. It's starting a little bit early at 6 o'clock UK time. So it's going to be like 7 o'clock European mostly and 12 o'clock USA time or something like that. But it's going to be at 6 o'clock UK time tomorrow due to... Jimmy Broadbent streaming at 7:30, and of course I'm going to be modding his stream, so that's why I was starting a little bit earlier than usual. But thank you guys for watching this. I really do appreciate you guys coming out after a week's absence. To come back is absolutely brilliant to get the response that you guys have got. Those are the rules if anyone was interested, but we'll go to this screen for the final time. So thank you very much, guys, for coming out, guys, and supporting the stream, for liking the video, for subscribing. To all the new subscribers, welcome, and hopefully your stay's a good one as well. And until tomorrow, guys, in 24 hours' time, we'll be back for Silverstone. Have a great night, everybody. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.